Alright, so this is going to be my video goodbye to the class. My name is Ben Carpenter. Obviously, I've been in class with you. First, I'm going to apologize. I'm not sure how well the lighting is. Obviously, I'm in my house. I think the lighting will be okay. I actually found a decent spot and was able to light it up alright. But there is kind of like a water heater and then also a furnace like 20 feet behind the camera, kind of in an off direction. And there's really nothing I can do about that, and there's going to be like some humming quietly. I'm not sure if it's going to pick it up or not, and I'm just going to have to do Chris's favorite words and try to cut that out and post somehow if it picks up. So how has this class changed my view of video production as a form of media? Well, I already thought of video production as a form of media, but I never really thought of all the things that went into it as far as like lighting and kits and sound and all the different things, and like pre-work and scripting and basically all the extra steps that went into it, and basically people and directors basically not helping the people that have to film and produce it at all and be like, well, yeah, this is what we want, and then not telling anybody anything that they want. But they want this specific vision, but they don't have, because they're not artistic people, they don't really have any way to tell them what they want, and they don't really have any way to relay it, and they know what they want exactly, but they can't really describe it. And so basically they want this thing, but they can't really tell you what it is, and they're just like, yeah, we want this sort of, and they don't give you any outline, and they want you to make this awesome thing, but they don't really give you any guidelines, making it really difficult to do your job. So I never really thought about those things, so that definitely makes it something very difficult to do. What is one thing I would change going back on my college career? It's really tough to say. Honestly, I don't know if I would choose CGT as my major. I'm somebody that was interested in a lot of different pathways. I studied Japanese, I did a lot of different things. I also basically got all the steps to where I could be certified in personal training, so I did that for a while. But yeah, so I'm not really sure what I would have done. I've just always been interested in a lot of different things. Other than that, I mean, I like CGT a lot. I was offered jobs in CGT. I've been offered jobs in plenty of other stuff. I work in sales right now, so I had sales companies try to recruit me. I have insurance companies try to recruit me. Like I said, I pretty much kind of going on a ramble here, but yeah, I applied for CGT jobs. I had CGT people kind of like come to me as well, and then I had other jobs that I just applied for just at random, just cause, and pretty much heard back from them too. But yeah, I'm not really sure. I always liked CGT and liked working with technology and things like that, but I'm not really sure if I ever found the correct technology field that I liked in CGT, or what exactly, because I definitely liked all of it, but there wasn't anything that kind of hit off with me like 100%. I was always kind of just 90%, and I feel like I always really liked it, and I definitely wouldn't mind working like 40-60 plus hours in a CGT field. But I don't know, I feel like there may be something that I might like a little more out there, and I don't know, I just, like I said, I like to do a lot of different things. What is a bit of advice I would give to an incoming student? Don't be afraid to ask your teachers questions. That's why they're here. Obviously you can learn a lot of stuff online about how to use Adobe Creative Cloud and Adobe's Creative Works and a lot of other programs for 3D modeling or video editing or digital painting or whatever it is you're doing. So don't be afraid to ask for feedback, because that's something you're not going to be able to do across the internet to some random person through a screen, because they're probably not going to get back to you. Also, it's okay to change your major, like I was just speaking about. If it's not something you want to do, then it's just not. I mean, a lot of people change their major, and yeah, it might be something that's scary, or you're kind of hesitant just because you don't want to, but if you want to change your major, then you just do it. This might not be something you want to do. And also, if CGT is for you, you should be setting aside a half an hour every day to at least work on a piece of whatever you want to be in your industry. because student work, basically a portfolio comprised of student work, isn't going to get you a very good job, or isn't going to get you really probably a job in general. You need to comprise a portfolio of stuff you make based off of personal work. Not that people might not want to see some student work, but you need to put in a lot of effort besides student work just to improve your artistic ability, and then also just to show people what you can really do, because obviously you're not going to be able to put in as much work in student work as you can in personal work, because there's a limit to how many hours you can put in student work, whereas personal work you can work on as long as you want. So what are the next steps? Well, you should have had an internship with a company, and you should pretty much be in the ground floor with them if you want to stick with them and do that. Or you should pretty much have already applied to a ton of jobs and have heard back from that. If you haven't, then you might want to start trying to freelance while still looking for a job. I have some job offers for CGT, like I said. I have some job offers for other things like sales companies and things like that. Actually, I'm going back to talk to a sales company next week, and I've got a couple other things going on, so I'm not really sure if I'm going to go the CGT route. So, I mean, that's just probably what I might not end up doing. I might end up working for an electric and utilities company, or I might end up going that sales route from what I pretty much think I'm going to do. So, I might not even be going that CGT route, and I still could probably still think about freelancing here and there and doing some work like that just to make some expendable income. It's always good to do that, and then just to keep up with the craft, but that's probably not going to be my main source of income. But yeah, you should definitely be on top of things, be doing internships, looking, especially in the summer, you'll have more free time. If you can travel, definitely that will open up your ability to do more type of internships and stuff like that, because obviously depending on what you want to do, Indiana isn't really super hotbed for like 3D and a bunch of other fields of that as far as graphics go. But yeah, if you're a graduating student, that's my advice to you. But as for me, that's pretty much what I'm gonna do, is probably go one of those two routes and freelance here and there. So thank you all for watching this. That's pretty much my goodbye. Good luck in your future endeavors, and if I see you, I'll probably say hi, and yeah, that's about it. See ya.